Hey guys, and welcome to Wrestling Days. Promise I won't do that ever again. But thanks for joining me. I've got something pretty special to show you today. This is something actually that doesn't live with me. I had to go and get it from the family home, but I've had it for a few years now, and it's one of my most prized possessions when it comes to WWE, WWF merchandise. It's just down here, let me grab it. And it is this. Still in its case at the moment, we'll get out in a sec, but it is a Winged Eagle WWF Championship belt. Comes in this cloth case, and I suppose the first thing that struck me about it is the fact that they're still using or able to use the WWF logo. It's got it obviously printed here in yellow on the front of this case. And I just think it's really smart because it just gives it that level of authenticity. This is what the belt, and it has the logo printed on the belt as well, look like. And some of the all-time greats in wrestling held this championship. Hulk Hogan was the first to carry the belt. Andre the Giant held this title. Macho Man held the title. Ric Flair held the title, Undertaker's held the title, Bret Hart's held the title, Shawn Michaels has held the title. It is literally a who's who has held this title. And for me, it's probably the best looking heavyweight championship belt WWE, WWF have ever had. I'm sure there's people that disagree with that. I know there's a lot of love for like the Smoking Skull Steve Austin belt, which was really cool. I like the current design as well, with the big WWE logo in the centre. I wasn't a fan of its first incarnation when it had Champion at the bottom of it, and then they changed it to its current design. But yeah, I'm a fan of the current one. But this will always, for me, be the main, the standard, if you will, the benchmark. So this is the back of it. I'll show you the back first. That's probably easiest if I do that. So this is the back, and it's got, as you can see, all the screw heads on to hold the metal plates in place. It says on here that it's officially licensed WWE product, and it's got the old WWE logo, the one that was the hangover from the Attitude Era. It says that it's got the address of the company that make it, telephone number, website, and it says that it is copyrighted 2007. So yeah, that's about right. When I purchased it, and it says that it's made in China as well. Isn't everything? So that's what the back looks like, but I know that's not what you want to see. So let me flip it round, and there it is in all its glory. The iconic, beautiful Winged Eagle Heavyweight Championship belt. I'll tell you a little bit about it before we go through the actual belt. I can tell you that when Hulk Hogan defeated the Iron Sheik, he won the title belt that's referred to as the Big Green. The reason it's called the Big Green is because it was on a big green strap. It looked completely different to this. And then when he won that, they changed it. And then they kept changing the title on a pretty regular basis. You had what's known as the Hogan 84 title, and then that changed only ever so slightly to a different belt called the Hogan 85. That is only slightly different. This title, though, this debuted on the main event. It wasn't Saturday night's main event because on this particular period in its life it was actually airing on a Friday, so it was known as the main event. Later it would become Saturday night's main event. And Hulk Hogan does a backstage interview just before he goes to the ring, and I think he has the Hogan 86 belt at that point. Again, looks completely different to this title, but when he walks through the curtain, that is the debut of the Winged Eagle. That is when the Winged Eagle is first seen. And interestingly, the match that he's going to the ring for is the rematch against Andre the Giant. And so that is one of the most, I think it was one of the most viewed wrestling matches of all time in America. And that was when they debuted this title. So he walks through the curtain. There's been no talk of them changing the design, but when he comes through, this is the belt that he's carrying. And that means, you know, that on that one night alone, if you're aware of what happens during that match, he gets screwed out of the title. So Hogan walks out with it. Andre wins it, if you will. So Andre holds it for a time. And I think it's like literally 2 minutes later, he makes an announcement that he's going to surrender it to the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. And so then Ted DiBiase holds it. So in one night, on its debut night, this belt was held by 3 different wrestlers in one of the most viewed events on in wrestling history. So it certainly had an iconic beginning. And then obviously we went through the list of wrestlers that held it. And I can tell you as well that it was retired, I think it was just after WrestleMania 14. Could be later than that, but it had a hell of a run. Like 10 years this title was knocking around for. So let's have a look at the belt itself. It's known as the Winged Eagle. The reason it's known as the Winged Eagle is because it's got the Winged Eagle here. Just swooping around the world. WWF logo at the top of it, World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. It's got written on there. And then either side of the belt, it's got the 2 guys grappling, just mirroring each other. Beautiful, beautiful title. Love the blue in the middle of it as well. Just think it's a classy looking belt. And then on here, you've got side plates, WWF logos, and then guys grappling, and then on this side plate it's just a mirror image, exactly the same. Bit I love the most is this at the end. I just think that is class. I just think that is quality. It's not on that end, it doesn't feature that side. It's just a little bit just there that you might not even notice. You know, if you're looking, if someone comes to the ring and they're wearing the belt, you know, you wear it like that, and you wouldn't see it. It's on the reverse, but you know, WWF champion, and again, so glad they kept the original WWF logo. It would just ruin it if it was the, you know, the more modern day take on the classic logo. So yeah, there it is. You know, absolutely beautiful. One of my most prized possessions, to the point where I don't have it on display or even brought it with me here. As I say, it's at the family home. But yeah, let me know what you think is the best heavyweight title, or the best designed one. For me, this is the best heavyweight version, but I can understand why people would go for something different. So thanks a lot for watching. Really do appreciate it. Don't forget you can subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any future videos. Certainly with WrestleMania around the corner, I'm expecting to be pretty busy in the coming weeks. And you can follow me on Twitter, that is at Wrestling Days UK. Yeah, you know, just thanks a lot. Really do appreciate it. Hopefully see you again next time.